Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. What you gonna do when you're hit with the facts now? Watch out for smackdown. In a world where truth is bent, we've got science on our side. Flat Earth beats on, it's all pretend, but facts will be died. Get ready for the smackdown. Get ready for the smackdown. They'll lie while the earth spins around. Watch out for smackdown. They cling to ancient misconceptions. We've got truth in our possession. No room for doubt, no time to waste. It's time to put Flat Earth in its place. Here comes the smackdown.
Welcome, everybody. I hope you're ready for the SmackDown. I am MCToon. This is MCToon Live. I hope you're ready. Tonight, somebody accepted a debate challenge, and well, he was even going to host it on his own platform, whatever platform that might have been. To my knowledge, he had no platform, so I don't know where it would have been. But he has completely scampered off. He has received, lacking a platform, he's received an invite to Zoom call. It's in his inbox on Facebook. Nothing. You can see in the description of the video the link to the conversation with some screenshots. Nothing from the poor guy. So while we give him just a little bit of chance, maybe he's trying to figure out how to download Zoom. Some people don't know how to do that. Boomers, for example. Anyway, this guy claims that he went to Antarctica and that he has multiple master's degrees, and it's because of those master's degrees that he knows about flat Earth. That's how he knows. Like there is any master's degree that would output you somehow thinking that the Earth is flat. There isn't one. There's none. Nothing such exists. Anyway, a friend of mine has he makes t-shirts, and I'm like, let me see your t-shirts site, and he sent it over. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. It is absolutely perfect. I think all of you are going to love it. So here it is. It is ggtees.com. ggtees.co. Or you can just Google GGTees. So there you go, ggtees.co. And so just have a look here. Is this the kind of thing that that you might be kind of interested in? I watched this. I'm like, oh, this is so perfect. This is both D&D and tabletop games stuff. So yeah, look at that. ADHD&D with a 20-sided die says 1, roll for concentration. Nerdy Dad's build character. Healer, but fueled by rage. Anyway, these are all kind of cool. I like this one here. I like what doesn't kill you gives you XP. So I would love it if you all would have a look, and if you thought this was the kind of attire you'd like to wear, go get it. I'm not sponsored or anything. I told him, hey, I think my audience would like it. So anyway, there it is. I posted it, and I'm going to pin it, and then I'll also put it in my description. So there's that for you all. Now he hasn't joined yet. So I don't know. What do you what time is it? Oh, I know what time it is.
What time is it? It's time to phone a friend.
Phone a Flerf time, that's right. Where we call a Flerf, and lately I've been calling Mikey Smith, who, according to his own mind, he's the only reason why my channel exists. Is to cover everything he does. He lives in Canada. He is currently suing the Canadian Space Agency for, I don't know, like several $billion because he thinks that they're faking things. And so he thinks he's going to win big. Anyway, so we're going to give him a call and see how he is. See how he's doing. There's the ring happening. All right. Come on, Mikey. Like, what else? We know Mikey's not doing anything. He's not. Anyway, get your tabs. Open up your tabs if you haven't already.
Hey, it's Mike.
Oh, he didn't answer. What is he doing? Anyway, we got some other stuff. Yeah, he doesn't have a job. It's a Tuesday. So what's he doing in Canada? He's probably eating alphabetti. What do you call it in Canada? That's the SpaghettiOs, the alphabet SpaghettiOs. He's probably on a date. I don't think he's on a date. Is it Alphagetti? I don't know what it is. Everything I know about Canada, I learned from living there for all of my life. Just kidding. Alphagetti. There it is. Alphagetti. So weird. Okay. All right. We've got some other stuff here then. So let's see. Hold on. I gotta assemble my thoughts. No link, no joining yet from Manny K. Oh yeah, the guy's name is Manny K. Come on. Here we go. This here. Get this here. Where did it go? I got too many tabs. There it is. Okay. I thought I'd show you a couple of the really funny things that Manny K had said. So it's a callback. It's a callback from the Mikey. Hello, Mikey.
What? What do you want now?
How you doing, Mikey?
I can't even have a bath without you calling.
Are you seriously having a bath right now?
No, I was.
That is, were you playing with your rubber ducky?
No. Squawky chicken.
You were squawking your chicken. Oh, that is just, nobody wants to hear that, Mikey.
Okay.
Okay. And
so what's your word today? What are you doing?
well, we're curious about the lawsuit, of course.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I gotta wait within a month. They'll reply.
Within a month. So last week you had sent in the stuff, and that's it. We get no update this week.
No, it's up to them. They got to reply to that within 30 days. Yeah.
Okay. And then now
Because they've been served the papers. The lawsuit has been served to them, and it's in their hands now. So
wait, it's been served. What does it mean when it's been served? Like, did you hire a servicing process, a service processor?
I paid the fees for the registry officer to serve my papers to the Canadian Space Agency.
So
that's what the fee was, $150.
So there's like a sheriff that went and knocked on the Canadian Space Agency's door, and he's like, "Hello, are you the Canadian Space Agency?" And they're like,
"Are you?"
"Who?" Well, I don't know who's asking. Like, "Oh, I got flowers. I got flowers for you. I just need to know that you're the Canadian Space Agency." They're like, "Oh, flowers. Yeah, that's totally me. I'm the only space agency."
Yeah, chocolate, right. And flowers.
Okay, and they're like, "Hi, you've been served. Psych, not actually flowers." Yeah. Okay, so you paid $150.
Yeah.
To Oh my God. My icy spin. I don't think I want to play that. all that cussing, Mikey. I can't believe you how much you cuss, Mikey.
Yeah, that's what I did today. Yeah.
You should. Your mom would not approve, Mikey. You know.
Okay, so I should remain.
Pure.
Not upset
you should be
when I'm upset.
You should be pure, Mikey.
Pure, like oil of Olay.
Like
pure,
like me.
Pure. Oh, well,
okay.
I'm different than you, so there you go. You should shave your head and grow your fingernails long then.
Ooh. And then what about my toes? I like my toes the way they are.
Oh, you should see my heel. It's worse than the toes.
Do you use the Dremel on your heel too?
No, a foot hander.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, no. The doctors don't know what to do with my heel. But anyways, yeah, moving on.
I've got let's see. I've got the 13 seconds of what you said. Hold on. Let me see what this is.
The hotshot lying son of a bitches on YouTube. The MCToons and the Jaren fucking fuckers and the wits that gets it, flits it, fucks it is lying pieces of shits.
Mikey, did you hear that?
Yeah, the little shit.
Did you hear it play? I don't know if I have.
Yeah, I don't like liars.
But
I don't approve of liars.
But Mikey, you can't roll me in with them. I'm not like that, Mikey.
I didn't put your name in there, did I?
You did too. You started with me. You listed me first.
Oh yeah, that's right. What did I say?
The MCToons and the Jaren, something your mom wouldn't approve of. And the Wits It Gets It, something that your mom wouldn't approve of. I mean, you got to leave myself and Jaren out. Just, go ahead and, we do like it when you go after Wits. That's all fun. So what did you mean? What did you mean by that? What do you think? What is that about?
Well, I was talking about people lying.
Okay.
Not being honest.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think?
So you would be one of those people that
I know,
honest.
But what specifically?
Well, basically everything you tell your subscribers.
Okay. Like, hey, everybody, be nice to Mikey. Like that?
Well, that would be good. That would be good because my subscribers don't trash your subs. Well, I don't trash your subs.
Well, I mean, they kind of do.
But it's weird how all the Globies, all of your subscribers, Red's Rhetoric subscribers, they bash the shit out of Flat Earthers. But when we say one little word about you guys start crying and say, oh, I want an apology.
Oh.
I want my rubber ducky in the tub.
You do?
No, you do.
I didn't say that. All right, but what about but you kind of got off. What was your accusation toward me?
Well, that you lie.
What specifically?
Everything you tell your subscribers.
Something specific.
Okay, well let's talk about the stars, because I know the stars. So
okay,
you tell me that I'm not doing anything properly in relation to reporting the stars when you've never reported a star in your life. So what facts of yours would you have to back your claim up with?
But Mikey, I mean, now I don't want to be too harsh on you, but you know that I've recorded the stars, right?
Where are they on your channel?
I've used the P1000, which isn't a great camera for recording stars.
Yeah, no, that's good.
It struggles with focus, but you can switch it to the manual focus, and then just focus on infinity, and then it's pretty good. And in fact, I did it, Mikey. I did a video for you, using the P1000. I also used. But you said never. You said never, Mikey, and so I'm telling you that I haven't. Never.
One would be never to me.
So now, then also I used the P1000 again in Punta Arenas to record the stars, doing a circumpolar movement around the South Celestial Pole. It was pretty cool.
It's just the whole camera itself is garbage.
Well, it's not a fantastic camera for a lot of things. You're right.
No, and you're assuming that the stars are always clear when there's no clouds.
I'm assuming the stars are always clear when there's no clouds. I'm not assuming. I can just see it.
Yeah, but they're not clear. You forgot about moisture and humidity, cow farts.
Both moisture and humidity?
Yeah, whatever. Any of that.
Okay, and what does that do?
Well, that would interfere with recording the stars. I go out every single night that is clear, hundreds of times a year, and I only get 2 or 3 clear nights.
Oh, yeah.
Hundreds of times, not just once, and claim that I've recorded a star.
Yeah. Well, that's good. So, well, that's I'm glad that you're out there that much, Mikey. It's good stuff.
Because I like to deal with facts. Yeah.
Yep. Okay,
but anyway, what else is going on there in the cool world?
No, but I just, I was just looking for something kind of specific that you thought I lied about, and kind of showed that.
Well, you lie about the stars. You don't know how far they are.
Oh yeah, we do. So you want me?
No, you've never measured them.
Well, I've not done it personally. No.
Exactly.
You're
I do things myself. I do things my own self.
But you've not measured them yourself either, Mikey. And so you don't...
But they're close. I know they're a lot closer than we're told.
And how did you measure their distance?
I didn't measure them. I just know that they're closer.
But how did you determine that?
By recording the firmament.
That doesn't really do it, though, Mikey, because...
Well, the firmament isn't millions of miles away.
And how did you measure that?
I didn't measure it.
Okay.
I just said that I reported it, so it has to be close. Wouldn't it have to be?
No.
Yeah, so you're going to record a light from a million miles away, are you? How are you going to do that? Explain how you're going to do that.
Light doesn't have any problem going a million miles.
How does it travel? Explain that to me.
Light travels as both a particle and a wave.
How does it travel? So the light from Minneapolis, after 12 hours of darkness, should reach me? Should it, in Canada?
No, it's not that far away. From Minneapolis to Regina, over on the corner gas, it's not that far.
Yeah, but the light would have to eventually reach me at some point overnight, wouldn't it?
Not overnight. Here, let's get a distance here. From
well, what is 176,000 kilometers per second? So let's do the math. Yeah.
Measure distance from Minneapolis to now. Where is Dog River?
Yeah, somewhere near there. Yeah.
Where's Dog River?
Can't remember the highway number.
How about
west of Highway 6?
Wait, where's Woolerton?
Well, east of Dog River.
All right. I see Moose Jaw. I see Assiniboia. All right, there it is. Straight line distance, 1,087 kilometers. Right? So that wouldn't take 12 hours. At the speed of light.
I know that, but the point is, MCToon, the light doesn't come here.
Well, there's something in the way.
I don't care if it's a millisecond or 24 days. It doesn't reach here.
Mikey, because there's something in the way.
What? What, a wall?
The curve of the Earth, Mikey.
Oh my God, get real. Don't even go there, man. But you said light bends. I thought it would go over that curve and hit me still.
It doesn't bend that much.
Oh, that much. Yeah, now you're altering your explanation.
No,
okay.
no.
I guess I'll do that.
No,
too,
the
then.
amount that light bends is well known. It's
It's
governed by
bullshit.
Snell's law.
You cannot prove that, MCToon. You can't.
Oh, Snell's
Go
law.
outside
Snell's
of your
law is
little
well
tiny
proven.
office there and explain it. Show the proof of it. Show it. Show your proof of your experiment, providing proof that light bends yourself. Do it yourself. You will never do it.
But Mikey, there is no part of science that says you have to do everything yourself. You know that?
Well, yeah, exactly. You're trying to get out of it. I know the way you work. You're trying to get out of it from doing the example.
But Mikey, when I've done stuff myself and when other people have done stuff themselves, you're like, nuh-uh, even when they do it. So it's
go and do it. Go and do it. Show me the light bending over the curve. Show me.
Sea lining,
camera from the phone.
It's sea lining when you do that. When you say, show me something, and then it's shown to you, and then you deny it. And that's very rude.
You're misunderstanding me. You're trying to get out of it, MCToon. You go do it yourself. Don't show me somebody else's video or measurements. You go outside and show me how light bends over a curve. Go outside and do that.
And then if I do that, what are you going to say?
Well, you won't make it happen. So that's a good thing.
Don't do that. If I do it myself and I show you that light bends, I'm just looking for I'm looking for a commitment from you.
Not sure how the hell that happens, but whatever.
I'm looking for a commitment from you that if I do it, what will you then say? What will be your response?
I'll say, "Oh, SpaghettiOs."
You see, then why would I do it?
Yeah, exactly.
If your response is going to be dishonest,
you're trying to get out of it. Why does it matter what I want? Your response. Go do it. I've done it. I've done to record the stars. I've recorded the firmament. You go disprove me of not recording the firmament. How about that? You prove me that there's no firmament. Okay.
That is a logical fallacy. There, you can't prove a negative. You know that.
Go and prove to me that the firmament does not exist.
Oh, nothing can be proven to you, Mikey. Your standard of evidence is unacceptable.
You are trying to get out of it. You've got to stop lying to your subscribers, man. Be more honest and truthful. God would punish you when you die because you're lying to thousands of people every day. I hope he does punish you because you're a Christian, and Christians should not lie. How about that one?
Dang, Mikey, rough.
I don't lie to my subscribers. Thanks. Bad Christian.
Mikey, he hung up on me. He got a little worked up. I watched Starship last night. No firmament. Guess that was proven. Proven no firmament. I guess that's one way to do it. You can have something go through it. Anyway, I was phoned by a Flerf. There it is. The Phone a Flerf song played backwards, or when the Flerf calls me. Anyway, I've got something sent by a viewer. Oh, geez, I'm gonna have to play it in a a non incognito window. Why couldn't I say that? All right, let me get this queued up for you. This was sent by Mike David. Thank you very much, Mike David. Pretty good stuff. And we'll go through a live test of a flat earther's claims. They never test their claims properly. They never do. The only thing they ever do is they try to falsify the globe, and they do it wrong. Never right. Atomic Ariel says, if the horizon exists, how come we're forbidden to go there? Mikey, probably atomic aerials. Did I say arsenals? All right. I need to go to the right spot. It's going to be 1 hour, 54 minutes. And then I need to full screen theater mode. 1 hour, 54 minutes. All right. Let me get it going here. So this is Vika Drazeev, who challenged. He wanted to debate me about a year and a half ago, and I did, and we exchanged questions beforehand. And one of the things that he really was adamant about was this. Just a second, I gotta close this one. One thing I was really adamant about was the anti-cathera mechanism. And so one of the questions that I sent him before was how does the anti-cathera mechanism predict, how did it predict the path of the eclipse from April 8th of 2024? Was it April 8th? Whatever. The April eclipse of 2024. Because he claims that the anti-cathera mechanism uses flat Earth to predict eclipses, and it can predict the path. So I gave him that question ahead of time. He had days ahead of time. And during the debate, I asked him that, and he didn't answer it. He couldn't answer it. But then he said, and that's how the anti-cathera mechanism does it. Quite an extreme failure. Anyway, here it is. Here is they were reviewing Professor Dave and Jaron as they were laughing at flat earthers, but they got off track, and this is the off track portion of it.
Mountains with their names, with the elevation, everything, and your distance from where you're observing. Damn, it's so fucking precise, right? It's crazy.
That's so cool.
We're gonna destroy globe every day.
All right, let's see it.
Hey, I like the apps like this or the websites like this is super helpful because used to you would have to go to like a USGS and get the topography maps. Then they had to match it up with the colors. It would tell you how high or low, and you had to put a lot of information together. So it's super helpful to have stuff like that.
So let's, as we are talking, let's play it again. It's also a good song. Shout out to Matrix Reject.
I'm gonna mute the song because I don't know if it's got any copyright issues or not. I just don't want to do it, and I don't care about the song.
For making that song goes perfect, and also the people can see, right? Anybody can do, and as I said, I did this with my smartphone, and you could see with your bare eyes, right? Let's do that.
Cool.
There we go. So this is Spain to Africa, 131 kilometers, 80 miles, from Barbate to Mount Tesuka. Now, Mount Tesuka also goes by a different name, Jebel Tesuka. It's in Morocco. And I don't know if this is actually Mount Tesuka or Jebel Tesuka. It's pretty stinking vague. I mean, look at that there. It's just like this kind of smudge. But it's okay. It's totally fine if it is. Because what we're going to do is we're going to actually analyze this distance here. So 131 kilometers. And it's going across the Straits of Gibraltar. Now this is upside down here. It's got north on the top. And he's on his phone. This is Vika, who has a real computer, but he's on his phone to do this screen recording to get the distance. Why didn't he do it on his computer? I don't know. Why did he show us this entire thing here? I don't know. It's just him stumbling around trying to figure out how to use his phone. like how it's like, where are you going? Where are you going? What are you doing? Get in there. Come on. Get there. Good boy. That's a good boy. You got it. Oh my gosh. He 143 kilometers. That must not be it. No, he's got to hunt more. Keep hunting. It doesn't really matter. It's the distance is fine. It's Barbate. Maybe it's pronounced differently. I don't know. And so this is the pier or the beach where he was. Anyway, now he's got Peak Hunter, which shows it. It's going to show Jebel Tezuka. Is that right? Tezuka? Yeah, Tezuka. I don't know if that's it. And it shows on Peak Hunter. Of course, Peak Hunter is using the globe to figure out how high things should be. And the fact that you can see it on Peak Hunter means you should see it in real life on the globe. Where'd it go? And so he finds it, and then just for like 5 frames, it's on there. And I don't know what he's doing. He's fumbling around. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Come on. You can. This was pre-recorded. He wasn't doing this live. Okay. So. Is it on there? Yeah, there it is. Jebel Tezuka is on there. Right there. Here it is. You see that? Right there. Jebel Tezuka. So that's where it should be, according to the globe. Right? It shouldn't be the highest one in the view there, even though it is higher than all the others. Now, this is a problem. If the Earth is flat, then wouldn't the highest one be more likely to be higher? Depends how far away it is, of course. And so you'd need to look at the distance of the others, and you can just apply the angular size formula to see which one would be higher in angular size based on its distance and height. Now, do they do that? Of course not. That would be a little too mathy. So now, at this point, here's what they should do. They should go fire up a new tab. We go here. We go Jebel Tezuka. And there it is. We got the height. 205 meters, 6,651. 6,611 feet. Right? So now we've got the distance, 181 kilometers, which he did. I verified it. It's fine. And then we need, what do we need? We need to get the distance here. We need to apply the angular, the Earth curve calculator. This is the one from Metabunk, because right now Walter Bislin's is given a 503. Walter, we need you. We need it. Your stuff, your website is the best. So somebody let him know. What was it, 161 or 181? Viewer height in meters. I don't know. They like to underestimate their height. But anyway, now this is the refraction approximation. And the refraction approximation is not great for directly over water, right? There is typically more refraction than this is going to give over water, but that's okay. That's okay. We're a little. He didn't get a lot of details on here, so how much of it should be blocked? We got the refracted horizon, we got the refracted drop, we got the refracted hidden. 1,630 meters. 1,630 meters. How high is that mountain? 2,000 meters. So there should be, with an approximate, a low approximation of refraction, you should still see the mountain. So guess what? Not a problem for the globe at all. So this is the thing. Flat earthers never do anything right when it comes to approximating the globe, or predicting what the globe would have. They never get it right. Flat earthers lack the capability of properly producing a prediction using the globe. They never get it. Never, never. And then, you know what they also don't do? They don't even try to determine what the approximation should be for flat Earth. Why not? Because they don't even know how to do the most basic science. The most basic science, you take your hypothesis, you compute the consequences of the hypothesis. Their hypothesis is Earth flat. So you need to compute the consequences of it. How far are you from that mountain using flat Earth? Now, if you go to Google Maps and you use Google Maps to get the distance between you and that mountain, you have just assumed the Earth is a globe. So when he used Google Maps, he used the globe to get that distance. He should use flat Earth to get that distance. That's the only honest way to do it. He already admitted the Earth is a globe when he used Google Maps. Anyway, right? And then you get the distance. Now you get the height. Now, of course, it's going to be a little bit of a problem because the surveying methods that were used to determine the height of the mountain used the globe. So there's number two. They're going to have a little bit of a problem getting the height of that mountain using flat Earth because it was geodetic surveying techniques that got the height of that. Or maybe they just used GPS, which is satellites orbiting the globe. And GPS internally computes the position based on your position, based on the Cartesian coordinates, three-dimensional X, Y, Z, where the Earth, the center of the Earth is the origin, 0, 0, 0 is at the center of the Earth. And there's satellites orbiting the Earth in very specific three-dimensional positions. And they send out, here's the time and here's my location. And you receive it and you get the time and location. And another one sends out their time and location. And another one sends out their time and location. And their location is where they are in three dimensions orbiting the globe. So you can't actually use GPS if you think the Earth is flat, because as soon as you use GPS, you're using a coordinate system that admits the Earth is a globe. Anyway, so that's how did you get that? So in neither case can they get the elevation of the mountain. But let's take that distance and let's take that elevation anyway. They already admitted the Earth is a globe, and let's compute how high that mountain should be according to flat Earth, and the neighboring mountains according to flat Earth. They don't ever do that. Never, never, never. So some people are saying there's a buffer. I'll see if I can. I'll just reload my page here because sometimes that helps. There we go. Okay. So there is the globe prediction. All right. Well, let's see what they say here. 100. Let's see. Yeah, the song is still going. So he's not very good at editing the video here. So, all right, come on. He's just hunting around, trying to compare his panning across the water there. There you go. Flat like a pizza, except it completely matched the globe. So that's not really. He's almost not working for you there, Vika Raziv. And yeah, that's his glamour shot, which is also his desktop picture. Yep.
Oh yeah, destroying globe in real time. A perfect tool, right?
Except it completely matches a globe. I love it. Oh.
With all the data you need to destroy the globe.
I used it.
Send us the link to that
The
song,
core level. What link?
to that song there. How do I get? How can I download it?
Oh yeah, Matrix Reject. The song is by Matrix Reject. Yeah.
Matrix Reject. Okay.
The observation is mine. It's from Spain to Morocco. 130 kilometers, 80 miles.
Oh, 130 kilometers. Hold on a second. Let me fix this. 130. That's even worse for you. Refracted hidden, one kilometer of a 2 kilometer mountain. So only half of it, according to the globe, with minor refraction, only half of it should be blocked. If it's stronger refraction, then less than half of it should be blocked. How do you know how much was blocked? There's no way, because all you know is just kind of that smudgy blur. That was it. They're not very smart. That's how they got to be Flerfs, because they're not smart.
From the beach.
Was that an infrared camera? I couldn't really tell.
No, it was from my smartphone. I just changed the saturation so you can see that. You could see with your naked eye. You could see that. If you see it, watch it on a big screen, or you're gonna see everything.
Nice.
Well, thanks for taking that video, Vicky. You did a great job, bro. Freaking awesome. Very cool.
Oh yeah, all the data is there from Google Earth, from Google Maps.
Wait, you can't use Google Earth.
From this Peak Finder, all the data, the elevation.
Oh yeah, Peak Finder also uses the globe. Everything about this uses the globe and works.
The distance, everything with the name, with everything. No, and then they're gonna say to us that we don't do science.
You don't.
Get the fuck out of here, Glovers.
Gotta go.
Yeah, Calder's already on it. 100% wrong, too.
So there you go. All right. Thank you, Mike Dave. That's it for that section, but he says jump to 3 hours and 47 minutes. All right. He's got Flat Earth Reconnaissance, who I had an interview with him. I still haven't posted the video of it. I will shortly. The whole unedited one. All right, 3 hours 47:25. He said, but I'm going to start a little early.
An Ethiopian one, and I'm gonna look through those. And
Yeah, you don't have the
I also have a tour right here too. So I think that would help if I could like get a little translation and I could try to figure
Well,
out.
I tell you, I can translate it, as close as possible to the real, meaning
The real thing,
of
yes.
the words. That's not a problem. But in your translations, nowhere you're gonna see written like electricity. That's 100%.
Oh yeah, and closing this with the electrical thing. We are electrical beings, guys. The time when we are not here is when we are out of electric.
What?
And electromagnetic too,
Oh my
but
gosh.
the electric is a part of it. The sky, everything. Electric, electromagnetic, sound, right?
Sound is not a. Oh my god. He's just chucking out words.
All this thing is playing part from up to us within and to below.
Yeah,
Right.
Every life form, every animal, everything that the heart beats like with like 2 volts or something. I don't know. It's like there is electricity.
Yeah, so there is electricity that exists. Good job. We are not made of electricity.
Let's go crazy, let's go nuts, but it's possible that maybe nature itself, provides the energy for that thing to stand. I don't know. It's because
Okay, if you don't know, why are you talking about this topic?
the electricity comes from. We have to understand that.
Oh yeah, the sun is supposed to be electric, right? This is the best part. Even there are Teslas and Eric Dollard and all this stuff. The whole electrical sun thing.
Tesla did not think the earth was flat. He did not think everything was electric. Like, there's this cult of Tesla where people basically take whatever cult belief they have and they imagine that Tesla shared that belief with them.
Right. And interacting with the gases and the molecules and the particles and the way they vibrate is creating that local heat. That's why above we don't have heat. It's cold because the atmosphere or atmosphere is more below.
The atmosphere, or I mean Atmos plane. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Oh my gosh. Oh. Peter Markley says that pic of Vika Draziv looks like that meme from the room. Oh, hi, Mark. I don't know what that is.
Which is more dense and which is reacting with the sun's light, which is electric. That's why we have solar panels.
The sun's light is not electric, it's photons. And it's converted to electricity. Photons carry energy. They are not made of electrons, though.
Too, right? In many things that connects, in a way, how this electrical universe, in a way, what we see above, it's a light show, guys, including from the aurora borealis to everything that moves around, and frequency, energy, and vibration at its best, interacting with physical, right, and all these different energies. So it's like, yeah.
Right.
Anyway, guys, last thoughts for tonight, and I think we're
That is all of the dumb.
done.
Yeah, ask yourself why they call it the ground, right? Why is it called the ground?
What?
Because you have your positive and negative when it comes to electricity.
Exactly.
Yeah?
And you have to be grounded. And I think if you ever were able to leave here, you'd probably die because you have to be grounded.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Those three things there, are being reflected in all the religions, like the Holy Father, the Father, the Holy Spirit, and the Son, and also among us, it's like Abraham.
Wait. All right. Flat Earth Reconnaissance is a Jew. What is he talking about? The Holy Spirit. All right. Peter Markley has that clip there. Let me. Hold on.
I did not hit.
All right. We're gonna watch it. Hold on.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
There. Oh, hi, Mark. Yes, it does look like him. Okay.
Isaac and Jacob. Maybe it's just also like encoded messages into all. It's possible, but we for now, of course, we don't have any inch of evidence really to confirm that. But it's a clue.
Oh, don't talk about evidence.
It's a nice clue. It's a nice direction we can dig it.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Alrighty, so we're gonna be having our last thoughts for tonight, guys. Yep, it's almost 4 hours. Yeah, we could continue for another 2 hours, but like as you guys can hear me, like I'm almost done.
You're running out of gas. I got you. I'll go
rest,
first,
brother.
Yeah, I'll go first, man. Yo, I appreciate you having me.
All right. Oh gosh. What is it? Like next part is where they're like they suck up to him, I guess. Mitochondrial Tad says Electric Universe is a good post for grift. The followers are just as insular and beguiled, but it takes more work to counteract. It is, yeah. But the thing is, it's very one-dimensional. They just say, oh, everything is electric. And then somebody else is like, yeah, there's electricity in the air. And somebody else is like, yeah, and Tesla. And then somebody else is like, oh, yeah, Tesla. And then everybody else says, yeah, Tesla. Right? It's super one-dimensional. It's like chemtrailers are so one-dimensional. Like, we're going to research. What are they spraying? Oh, they're spraying us. Why are they spraying us? That's all they do. That's all they ever do. And then they post it and they're like, we're doing research. What do you mean you're doing research? What was your hypothesis? You didn't do any research. Kinka44 says, again, just when I think I've heard the most stupid utterances from these morons, along come the sun is electric. What, like a giant light bulb? This is pretty common. On Facebook, they're all over this one. They're like, light is electricity. No, it's not. Like, it's photons. It's not electricity. Electricity is moving electrons. They're like, nuh-uh. That's it, right? Like, that's all they got. That none of these people, of course, never have any of them done any studying on the topic at all. And yet they're suddenly an expert on everything they want to be. So, this electric stuff be all NASA lies. I can't see electrons running through them wires, so it can't be real. Cup that, you dumb globers. Yeah. Yes, Einstein got his Nobel for explaining the photoelectric effect. That is correct. Anyway, you know what? Do you know Conspiracy Music Studios? Yes, of course you do. You're subscribed. Do you know Bev, the guy that loves to say the word level? What happens when you get the two of them and you mix them together? I can show you right now.
Of suns, circles in the south, a twisted truth spilling from your mouth, your parallels drawn upon the page, a horizontal flat backstage. Yeah, have you ever measured the tilt? Your bloodline dogma starts to all points of equal elevation. This is your foundation, your salvation. Horizontal isn't Euclidean, it can't be. It's the contradictions you can't see. You can't do nothing with an angle, I shout. 69 miles per degree, straight without a doubt. Level is horizontal, a line that's steady, true and plain. I am not a flat earther, I cry in vain. You claim the surface is curved, you must be insane. This globe is everybody's claim. This globe, it is not as big is not a speed. That's my final plea. You defend your dogmatic ball for all to see. But let me make this crystal clear. You scum! Earth is not flat. Level is horizontal. A line that's steady, true and plain. I am not a flat earther. I cry in vain. You claim the surface is curved. You must be insane. Test globe is everybody's claim. Test globe. Test globe. Horizontal level. Disclose.
Poor Bev. Oh, so sad. Sitting there, just trying to play word games. That's all he's got, playing word games. Anyway, I thought I'd play, since still Manny K has not shown up, I thought I'd show a little couple clips of the conversation that happened. So this was on a post from a couple months ago that he recently saw, I guess, and where I talked about the moonlight, where I measured that moonlight was slightly warmer. It wasn't enough warmer to declare that it was warmed because of it. It certainly could have been just, the instrument just happened to be reading that. It wasn't precise enough to be that specific, but it certainly was not colder. And the way I did it, just so you know, I had a table, and more than 6 feet away from the table was a vertical panel. And that vertical panel was casting shade on half of the table. So it was more than 6 feet away. So there's nothing above the table to trap the heat or not to mess with the heat on the table, right? And in fact, for a large portion, like that, because the moon moved, we had to move the table. Not the table, we moved the table, sorry. And so that was always in the shade, only half of it. Anyway, he says he's calling BS on it. There it is. He's calling BS. So I posted it. I posted the link. So he's gonna show how I faked it, just like I predicted. He predicted the 24-hour sun in Antarctica was going to be faked. So he says, of course, how do you fake these? How do you prove these? Well, you go, if you doubt science, you go do it yourself. That's a great way. Or you find the flaw in what was done, right? And if you think I faked it, well, you can't find the flaw. You need to just go and reproduce it yourself. And did he do that? Of course not. Will he? Never. If you want to show that there is no 24-hour sun in Antarctica, then go to Antarctica during the same time, during the time when you should see the 24-hour sun, and see if you see a 24-hour sun. But you know what happens when flat earthers declare that the trip was faked? They declare that what their map is, and they declare what would falsify their position. And the simple fact that many thousands of people every year see the 24-hour sun in Antarctica just completely destroys their worldview. It makes them into the biggest, most pathetic loser liars in the world. So anyway, this, just like the gullible, but the scientific community doesn't accept your work. What scientific community doesn't accept that I went to Antarctica? There is no scientific community that has any issue with the trip to Antarctica. None at all. I don't know what this is. He says it's not repeatable science. Of course it's repeatable. Go do it yourself. The government's gonna forget to cover their tracks. Oh wow, I thought you're actually intelligent. You are so naive. You think you're gonna actually put the truth on the internet for just anybody to say. Well, yeah, I get it. I do that every day. I suggest you don't respond to me anymore because I'm going to expose you so hard for the fraud you are. These are the words of a narcissist right here. Severe narcissist. But I didn't stop, of course. Anyway, oh yeah, he posted this. He asked AI. Can you read all that? Yeah, he asked AI. And of course, when you ask AI, you can get it to answer however you want and things like this that are squishy. The so-called final experiment, the fact that AI is saying so-called tells us how he prompted it, right? Shows the whole prompt chain before this. He won't. He says it's not of course it is a scientific experiment because we have a hypothesis, not a controlled, repeatable experiment designed to test a hypothesis according to the scientific method. Well, of course it is. Here is my hypothesis. The Earth is a globe. And in Antarctica, in December, you will see the sun for 24 hours a day rotating right to left. There's the hypothesis. And there's the computation of it. There's the consequences. We should see that. We can do the same thing for flat Earth. If the Earth is the Gleason's map, where Antarctica is the perimeter around flat Earth, go to Antarctica, and the sun will always be north of you. North, northwest, northeast, north, but never south. There is a hypothesis and a computation of the consequences of it. 2 hypotheses and 2 predictions based on them. And then we went there and we tested it, and it matched the globe and falsified flat Earth. And it's repeatable because anybody else can go there, provided they don't have some sort of a felony issue. So they couldn't go there. But this lack, it must be falsifiable. It is falsifiable. I went through that. The scientific, but here's what he didn't read. The scientific community had already gathered overwhelming evidence over centuries that Earth is a sphere, and the flat Earth model had long been considered. And it's gone. It's gone. It's cropped off. Had long been considered to be wrong, something like that. First law of Flerf strikes again. All right. Anyway, he says you should read further down. But he didn't post further down. Why not? This is rigged. So I posted the challenge, the $100,000 challenge to go to Antarctica with me. And if the sun sets, you get 100,000. And if the sun circles, I get 100,000. He calls it rigged. How is it rigged? How could that be rigged? Like the sextant challenge. He can't even spell sextant. That you actually read, it's unbeatable. Of course it's unbeatable. The Earth would have to be flat for the challenge to be doable. It's very simple. Do celestial navigation just using flat Earth. Of course it's unbeatable because the Earth is a globe. I bet you just had some loophole like that too. He didn't even read it. Huh. I'd say to him, I'll publicly humiliate you in a live debate on YouTube if you're now, supposed to say not, if you're not a coward. How about Tuesday, 8 p.m. Central Time? You good to get destroyed then? He says, sure thing. Sure thing. And then all he has is insults, right? Other than that. But sure thing. Anyway, he goes on saying a bunch of stuff about me. Let's see. We do it on my platform when I say, and only if the topic is about heliocentrism. So he can't even discuss the topic that we were discussing there, which was flat Earth, and its connection to mystery religions, which I don't care about. Why would that matter? This is a scientific discussion, not a mythology discussion. How Helios, the sun god, is that idol in the middle, and Saturn Mars is the other god's venerable Helios, the sun god, by going around like the ancient pagans did. I mean, I would gladly debate any of these topics. The thing is, and this is the mental handicap that flat earthers have, it doesn't matter why, what position somebody had. If they said, here's my hypothesis about reality, not about religion, it doesn't matter. You just go and test that. Anyway, do you know how the heliocentric model was invented before the advent of the telescope? Let's get into the pagan aspects of it. It doesn't matter. There's evidence for the Earth being a globe orbiting the sun. There is no evidence for the Earth being flat or being stationary. It doesn't change anything whether or not the people that produced it originally were into some other religion you don't like. It has no bearing on it. Seems you don't want to have a debate about the shape of the Earth, just mythology. Yes. Then he, of course, makes the accusation that the globe, or that heliocentrism, comes from mythologies, which it doesn't. It comes from actual evidence. Anyway, so, and I'm kind of probing him. I go, and you imagine you get your knowledge of the shape of the Earth from science? And here it is. I would say a couple of master's degrees make it so. Maybe I should send you the CashApp so you can pay me for some private lessons. That way you don't make blenders on your live feed saying stuff that literally contradicts science with pseudoscience, and you wonder why you experiment there without your repeatable science you called the final experiment was such a, like, he's got a little bit of a run-on sentence problem here. Why you were experience there without your repeatable science you called final experiment was such a blunder. Instead of blended this time. No period. Okay. It's repeatable. Anybody can go there. Why would that? Anyway, he goes, oh, P.S. You realize I've gone to Antarctica multiple times with the United States military. So, I see you. Well, I don't see him. He did not show. So he is Manny K, a coward for sure. Full of crap. Obviously, he's lying about all kinds of stuff. If he went to Antarctica, he'd know, unless maybe he didn't go very far south with the military. He would have seen the 24-hour sun if he went during the right time of year. But no doubt he did not go. He's just lying. No doubt he doesn't have any master's degrees. He's just lying. That's what they do. They lie. Flat earthers lie. Also, they are super gullible. So I put together a collection of some gullible things a while ago. So let me see if I can find. I have a folder. There it is. The folder's name is Flerfs Are Sheep. All right. Here we go. Back to, I cleared out all the tabs. Back to ggts.co. All right. I'm going to get one. Which one? Tell you what, you go find one that you think I should get. I have a couple ideas for what I might get. But you send it and I'll see. If you eat a D20, you become a really slow dice tower. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yep. Anyway, black shirt armor. I like this one. Black shirt armor 2, weight 1, value 10. Anyway, You go there. Go there. You tell me which one you think I should get. So, okay. There we go. All right. So here is just a collection of things I got from flat earthers on Facebook. Alex Rai Thulung. The guy is so dumb. So I don't know if this one here shown is a composite, but yes, there are some photos that NASA took, satellites orbiting the globe, took pictures of the globe from orbit, sent them to Earth, and then they were assembled into a composite. Now, that is a composite. There are a couple of them, a small number of them, not all of them. Flat earthers never looked that up. The fact that one of them is a composite, they imagine means all of them are. That's a lie. They believe the lie. But it still ruins flat earth because it was taken by satellites orbiting the globe. So. Oh, man. I mean, look at how, if you know the history of this, you know that how much they're lying. This one here, the bottom left, or left here, center. This one here is a composite, an edited one that a guy made a video making. Like, he took the center one here, which isn't Devon Island. It is a place in Ireland. He took the place in Ireland, not Devon Island, and then made it red and added the little thing in the corner. That's what he did on video. Flat earthers never looked that up to see. They accuse NASA of fakery, but it's actually NASA deniers that are doing the fakery. So here we go. Viking imaged this one, Devon Island, which is which? So is that actually Viking -21 image viz _ P17686. All right. Well, let's see. So Flat Earth Bulgaria has this exact same meme, but you know what I don't find searching for that? I don't find the Viking one with 17686. So first color photograph from the Martian surface taken by Viking 2. Okay, here we go. That does look like it was taken by, there it is. This is NASA 1976, right there. See that? You got this rock with the kind of the large shadow there. Same one. Okay, got it. This does look like it's from NASA, right? And then the one that's Devon Island. That's it. Do you actually have a source for that? No. That is not Devon Island. What the liar did is they took the one that was from NASA and they colored it the other way. They made it black and white or whatever they did there. That's what flat earthers do. They lie. They love to lie. They have to lie. There are Devon Island places where they do testing because it's the terrain is similar to Mars. Of course, adults do that. Big people do that. Icy Spin sent you a DM of when Duffy went on Vika. I watched some of it last night. Pretty funny. Never saw it before. Just if you're looking to fill the show. Okay. So again, this one, you know, they do this all the time. They just make these claims, and gullible Flerfs believe it without doing any investigation. I know that this center one here, 100% was faked. The left one was faked. The right one is Ireland, not Devon Island. The left one here is real. The right one is fake. Show the source. They don't. They can't. Oh, geez. They just believe it. If satellites exist in space, then why does a GPS get triangulated? It doesn't. Using communication towers on the ground, it doesn't. I covered it just briefly a little bit ago. There's no triangulation in GPS. It's multilateration. That's what it's called, or multi-trilateration if there's only 3 sources, but there's typically 5. So, and then this is their projecting. Ignorant people blindly believe that thousands of satellites, not thousands, for GPS it's tens, orbiting in outer space is the reason we're able to find the location of a cell phone. Well, that is completely true, and you can verify that yourself because you don't need to be ignorant. You don't need to blindly believe anything. The GPS publication is open. Anybody can build their own GPS receiver and write their own software. Or you can use a already made public open source library and you can review it yourself to see how it's done. Either way, you don't need to be blindly ignorant. You can go verify yourself how GPS is done and how the position is computed. Intelligent people know that. How do they know this? Being able to locate a cell phone is by a method of triangulation, which involves using signals from at least 3 cell towers. This is not true at all. How do intelligent people supposedly know that? Just because they were told that? No, that's called gullible. When I was in Antarctica, we had no cell phone signal, but it had a really strong GPS signal. No problem at all. It's so much projection. If you ever feel right, you can travel to a second law of thermodynamics violation in a cardboard spaceship. This 0 investigation was done in order for flat earthers to believe this. They are super gullible. They don't know what this is made of. That's not cardboard. They're so lazy. Oh gosh. And they don't understand perspective for all their talk. How did this fit into this and space for 2 of these? That guy is close. That lander is far away. I don't have that queued up or I'd play it right now. Del, did they get that right?
No.
Of course not. Oh, gosh. If a small telescope can magnify a star, it can't. Stars are not thousands of light years away. Well, then your first part is the problem. A telescope cannot magnify a star. The best telescope can't magnify a star. Stars are still point light sources, even with the best telescope. Right? Did they check that? No. Oh, this is the reversal. The burden of proof fallacy. This fallacy occurs when someone demands that the opponent prove their position. No, that's not. You always have to prove your position. It's not a fallacy to demand that somebody proves their own position. It's an absolute necessity that you prove your own position while failing to provide evidence of their own claims. You should be able to support your own claims, but flat earthers, you have the necessity to support your claims. It's not a reversal. It's not a fallacy to expect that you support your claims. Globe defenders often insist that objective realists prove Earth is level, you mean flat, instead of providing evidence for curvature or addressing the falsification of the globe via the scientific method that they've never done. This tactic shifts responsibility away from proving their own position, avoiding the actual evidence presented for level Earth. What evidence was ever presented? And then they swap in the level Earth, right? They do that because it's a way to deceive people. When you're talking about the surface of the Earth, level means a curve right here. This is the curve. This is a book from originally published in the 1700s. This is a copy from 1814. The true level is the curve conforming to the surface of the Earth as ABG. ABG, this curve right here. That's the true level. So level is not flat when you're talking about the Earth. But they're like, oh, you have to prove it. Okay. MCToon.net/burden. I made this simple. Burden of proof. All right. Here. Just go there. Go there. And you all are welcome to publish this. MCToon.net/burden. That's all I need to do. Right? If they're like, oh, you have to prove the globe right here. And then you just point out, I pre-point this out. No flat earther has ever addressed this evidence on topic. So you go to this meme. Instead of providing evidence for curvature, it's right here. The curve of the Earth has been measured. Curve of the Earth visualized and measured. Here's some photos of the curve. Right here. Curve, curve, curve. Right? All these are photos of the curve. Right. Oh, do you want measurements of it? Okay, we've got some measurements of it. If the Earth is a sphere, then measuring to a distant point that is higher in elevation will be below horizontal. And here, Baron Rutledge did this. Pretty cool.
Flat earthers would like you to believe that the Earth is flat without actually measuring anything or coming out and observing anything. What I'm about to show you should be impossible on a flat Earth. This disc here was set in 1919 and reset in 1935, and it has an elevation above sea level of 6,886 feet. I am currently about 2 feet above that mark. So we'll say a 6,888. Out there is Mount Graham. Right on the other side, this here is Mount Lemmon. Follow it over here, there's a ridge. That's Mount Graham. Mount Graham is 10,709 feet above sea level, which means Mount Graham should be above eye level. Let's take a look. That means I'm plumb and level. Now, Mount Graham is 114 miles away, but it's 3,826 feet taller than I am. Meaning, if the Earth were flat, and I drew a straight line from my eyes to Mount Graham, I'd be bisecting the mountain itself, well below the summit. But because the Earth is curved, it's well below eye level.
Well, there you go. So yeah, and somebody said all the Flerfs need to see is that my link is in there and they'll run screaming. And this is the important thing. You're not trying to convince the flat earthers about anything. They are in a cult. Their brains are ruined. Right? With few exceptions, they don't get out. You are When you're interacting with a flat earther, remember this. You just want to point out that they are not sane. They are irrational. They say, show me evidence. And you show them evidence and they don't look, they lose. They don't even look. Instant loss, that's an admission that they have no position. So if you post it and it has MCToon in the link and they won't even look, just point it out, say, hey, everybody following along at home, notice how the flat earther can't even look at evidence. Not a good look for flat earth. All right. Icy Spin sent me something. Let me grab it here. So Duffy was on with Vika. I'm gonna play a little bit of that because I did watch this. It was a while ago. When was this? 9 months ago. All right. Stay tuned. Oh, hold on. I had it muted.
Thanks for coming up, man. Good to see you.
Yo, what's up, Will? How are you doing?
Pretty good, yo.
Awesome. Here, just trying to figure out what happened.
Oh, Hanvey is on there. And look at that. Aloha from Florida. See that? Keith Cameron? I think Cameron Keith. He is the biggest coward on the globe. Nobody's a bigger coward than him. I bet he drops. I think he drops. He's so scared to even be near somebody that can talk to him and confront his lies.
Right. So,
yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, bud.
Yeah, happy to be here. You can only hear so many false things about you and your trip, and that's why I'm here, is to clear up all of these falsehoods.
Good luck.
So, by the way, I do want to point something out, which is relational, and this is probably coming from the pastor side of me. But the Flat Earth community, which includes you guys, you had a recording of some guy who works for some company stating there was no 24-hour sun, and you believed him. And you put that on your socials, you put it on your Facebook, you put it on your YouTube channels. You believed some guy who's clearly foreign.
By the way, Aloha from Florida before the trip boldly declared that there would be no 24-hour sun. Super bold. Just like aggressively confident of himself.
Don't know where he's at. He's hired help. You believed him. And now, by you guys playing that clip, which you just did on this show, you are stating that you would believe a complete stranger, and you are thinking that it's possible that Austin and Jaron, people that you know, are liars. Do you know how bad this looks?
I'm saying that they are liars, Will. We are just trying to see what is come out. The way the things have come out is very questionable. That's what we are saying. We are not trying to throw anybody under the bus. We love everybody in the community. Everybody's done their part, right? And we appreciate you doing this trip, but we want transparency. What happened? That's it. Whatever you want to share, where you think we are wrong, go ahead, brother.
Okay, so there is nothing questionable.
Yes.
Nothing.
The problem here is you're putting every flat earther into a box, which you always do, Will. You always do that.
Wow. Oh, poor baby.
You cannot. You cannot put every single flat earther into one box. And you are doing that and have been doing that from the beginning. You have framed this way from the beginning. You took two flat earthers, which I believe went there. I have said that I don't know how many times, but you took two flat earthers who claimed that a 24-hour sun was a problem for flat earth on purpose. because you wanted to frame the narrative to where all flat earthers have always said that the 24-hour sun is impossible. And that is not true, has never been true, and it's just a flat out lie. So
okay,
you have been dishonest in the way you represent the flat earth community, and you have been that way from the beginning.
Okay, Joe, let's hash this out because I think you're wrong. Name one flat earther. You can include yourself if you'd like. Name one flat earther that prior to me announcing the final experiment said there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica.
Ooh, that's so bold, right? Who can support that? Who can say there was, right? There's a couple, but it's not Joe Hanvey.
Hey, Joe, I'll jump in on this, bro. Will, your buddy MCToon claims that Lady Blanc back from the 1800s said there was a 24-hour sun. So
Hey.
is MCToon right or wrong?
Hey, Keith, I asked a very specific question. I want to know.
An answer from your buddy MCToon. So that's
No.
1800s.
Hey, guys.
I'm amazed that Keith actually spoke to him.
I asked you a question now. I gave you an answer. Lady Blunt, 1800s.
Do you guys want me here?
Yeah, and I asked you a question. I answered your question, and I asked you, is it true or not?
No. Okay, you guys.
So MCToon lied. Wait, no,
All right.
so MCToon lied.
Here we go. Let me clarify my
So
question.
MCToon lied. Yes, no, Will.
Everybody knew.
Will, you asked the question. I gave you an answer, and I said, no, you said no.
What an asshole. What a severe asshole he is.
So you're saying MCToon lied?
Vika, do you want me here or no?
All right, relax, guys. Relax, guys. We want to ask him questions. He asked you a question. What do you think about that, Will? That did MCToon know about this or no?
My question has not been answered.
What's your question?
My question is very simple. The modern flat Earth movement started in 2014. I want to know the name of a single flat earther. You guys can all put your own names out if you want. That prior to the final experiment said there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. I want one name in the last 10 years.
Why would they? Why would they say that?
Okay, yeah. You heard about Tomb of Illumination? You heard of Tomb of Illumination? You heard of Joe Hanvey? You heard of Stephen Alonso?
Okay,
right?
great.
Alonso didn't say that before. Hanvey did not say that before. And Tomb of Illumination, oh my gosh, nobody can understand a single thing he says. That's that insane carpenter builder guy from New Zealand. He's clinically insane.
Joe Hanvey, you're here right now, Joe. Are you going to say that it was your position there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica prior to TFE?
No.
Yeah, he was shouting on the top of his lungs for sure.
He was working on the model and gave it to Austin.
Hey, Joe, do you want to correct them?
Yeah, I never said prior to TFE that there was, but I never.
Aha! Vika said, we got to back it up. He was shouting it from the rooftops. Let's hear it again.
Sure.
He was working on the model and gave it to Austin.
Hey, Joe. Joe Hanvey, you're here right now, Joe. Are you going to say that it was your position there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica prior to TFE?
No.
He was shouting on the top of his lungs for sure.
He was shouting on the top of his lungs. Vika is answering for Joe when Joe is there. But Joe knows he can't say it. Joe knows that Will Will knows what he's talking about.
Sure. He was working on the model and gave it to Austin.
Hey, Joe.
He was working on the model and gave it to Austin. Before TFE was announced? No, he wasn't.
Do you want to correct them?
Yeah, I never said prior to TFE that there was, but I've always stood on the fact that if there really was, that it would be possible in our.
So is Vika gonna apologize for lying about Joe?
Model, because truth is truth and truth does not fear investigation. And just because even you admitted, Will, in your very first live TFE podcast to me, that if we live in an enclosure with a dome, that we have too many variables out there, and that would mean that the lights in the ceiling could do things we don't understand. You admitted that.
Okay,
hold on. Can I just ask you just one question? Like what's the point of your question? Like, if nobody ever talked about the 24-hour sun before you did,
Yep.
What are you trying to prove?
Here's what I'm trying to prove. Here's what I'm trying to prove. Joe just told me that I picked 2 people to go specifically and that it was dishonest of me. That's false. The entire Flat Earth community did not believe there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica, including Joe Hanvey himself. Joe, you made Facebook posts, which I've saved in case you delete them, that made it very clear there was not a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. So here's my question for you, Joe. When did you change your mind on this issue?
But there is no 24-hour sun.
Joe, when did you change your mind?
What is that?
Joe.
I'm waiting on whatever just happened.
All right, cool. I just want to know when you personally changed your mind on this issue.
You see how Sam had to jump in there to try to defend Joe?
When I first changed my mind that it wouldn't be like I said, I never said that it wouldn't be impossible, that it would be impossible. If you can show me those Facebook posts where I said it was impossible.
I never said that. That's a straw man.
Nice. You just said you saved my
squirm. Listen to him squirm.
Facebook post.
I saved your Facebook posts that said there was not a 24-hour sun. I didn't say the word impossible.
Okay, so I've never said it was impossible. Just based on the evidence that I had seen at the time, I thought it probably didn't happen.
So why did you change your mind?
Once I started modeling the system.
That's a lie.
That's not true. That's not.
Hey, Joe, just so you know, people email me.
Vika, he's coming here calling Joe a liar. So I think we have a liar.
Listen, guys. Listen.
Joe got caught lying right there. He got caught lying. And now you got, somebody coming in to defend him because they're getting nervous. They're squirming on his behalf because Will knows what he's talking about. Right? And they're like, oh crap, they're making Joe look like a liar, which he is.
Who can defend this?
No, just very respectfully, something to Will. Look, it's funny that you come here and just accuse people of lying after what you did.
I have
First of all, there is no 24-hour sun until today, and there will be no tomorrow and not after tomorrow, despite everything you tried to do. We're not fools. We're not stupid. You didn't prove nothing. Right. You didn't show nothing. So,
but Sam, you are stupid.
Guys. All right, so we will don't think. His question is.
Will's trying.
His question is Will. One moment. Will's question is. Sam, one moment. Will's question is that. Did any flat earthers were speaking about the 24-hour sun before? This guy's been doing this for a very long time. It's a very short clip. I'm going to play that.
The political community now coming to terms that the central sun does mirror rotations around the observer in Antarctica after this Antarctic trip. Everybody needs to have a pretty picture in front of them. Can't use their mind. I mean, I've been showing it for at least 2 or 4.
Sounds robotic.
Everybody needs.
Man, it's such a terrible video. So here's what's convenient. I don't know. I haven't watched his prior stuff. But was he saying that there was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica before this? I would be surprised if he did. I'd be surprised. But I haven't looked, so I don't know. But here he is after TFE was announced saying, I've been saying it for 2 years. But have you? Could you just go to instead of showing a video of him saying that he's been saying it for 2 years, how about you show a video of him saying it before TFE? Does that exist? I don't know.
Sorry?
It's a bad
connection. Robotic?
Yeah, the voice is.
Robotic. All right. Okay. I won't. So this guy's too much illumination, right? He's just released this clip today. And he's mentioning from years that, he's saying that even there's some flat earthers were having problems to accept that.
Okay, so Vika, really quick. This guy, Lindsay Harris, but by the way, anything I say, if you guys don't believe me, I'll provide evidence for. I don't think you guys will do the same.
You can screen share. You can screen share anything you want.
Great.
Go ahead.
Lindsay Harris says that the sun becomes a hermaphrodite, and he says that the only time you can create spiritual children is through a solar eclipse with spiritual sperm. He is certifiably insane.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's maybe some other belief, but what he's speaking about the cosmology, it says the same thing what Joe Hanvey is saying. It's the same thing what Steven Alonso is doing with his firmament tracker app.
All three of them have different claims for how it happens. Of course, none of them are based on reality. Lindsay, if you're unfamiliar, Lindsay claims that the sun sits somewhere stationary, and that the electromagnetic field of the Earth causes the light to bend. Of course, electromagnetism does not cause light to bend. Light is the messenger particle for the electromagnetic force. Oh my gosh. But how does he know that? He just made it up. Joe Hanvey has an infinite number of mirrors and half mirrors and domes and subdomes to try to make things look like they're moving around, but only when the camera's in a very specific spot, which isn't where the people would be. And of course, it would be reflected in his model, which would mean it would be mirrored instead of not mirrored. And when we looked at the sun when we were in Antarctica, it was not mirrored. And then Alonso, he just makes up stuff. He just has AI make up some math that you can force the math to output something, but it's not based on any physics. It's just he's hiding the radius of the Earth in there to kind of force a bunch of stuff. And the people that don't understand, flat earthers, they're like, oh, look at that. It's amazing.
Right. This is the same thing what psychedelic has been explaining with his verbal dynamics. Right. So we were already on this before you went there, Will. Right. No. So we were.
So here's the important piece right here.
He catches his little laugh. He's like, eh. He's like, you guys are just lying. None of them were saying this before Will showed up.
Joe Hanvey, I know why he changed his mind, because people who talk to him send me emails about what he says. And what he's saying is a lie. He didn't change his mind because of his modeling. So, Joe, do you want to tell the truth before I expose you?
If you will let me. Sure.
Okay, go ahead.
Sam's trying to defend him.
Joe, go ahead, Joe.
Oh,
go ahead.
So, I have clearly said that I started the modeling of the 24-hour sun after you announced TFE. I'm not disputing that. I started the modeling of our realm almost 3 years ago. I've been very consistent with that. I started testing to do the modeling 5 years ago. I've been super consistent with that. You can look at everything. You can provide whatever evidence you want. I'm not lying about anything. I did start modeling the 24-hour sun after you announced TFE. I actually modeled it 5 months before TFE. I posted the first demonstration with the superfluid sealing 3 months ago. I have a timestamp video, July 23rd, 8:17 p.m. of that modeling that I posted 3 months ago.
After Will announced the trip.
You're upset, Will, because you wanted to be the savior of the globe and you thought nobody would ever be able to produce a viable explanation on flat Earth for the 24-hour sun. It has been produced. I have been honest that I have changed my mind. I have given detailed descriptions of how I changed my mind by talking to my friend in New Zealand, by contemplating what my friend who was on the cruise in Antarctica said about the sun when it did rise and set. And she was outside of the Antarctic Circle and the sun rose and set, but it was only gone for a short period of time. I contemplated that. I've contemplated a lot of things. I learn and I grow. I have said that from the beginning. So you're not catching anything, Will.
Hey, Joe, this is super important, man. What convinced you that there actually was a 24-hour sun in Antarctica? Just be honest.
My modeling.
So Will, oh, so good. Will was at the, he went to Tennessee. I was in Tennessee. Will was in Tennessee. We didn't meet each other there. We didn't know each other yet for the debate between Dean Odell, and Greg Locke. And there was a meeting at a hotel, and Joe Hanvey was there. Will knows, right? This is before Will knows.
Okay, you're lying. It's okay. It's okay. It's recorded. Vika, you won't delete this, right?
Have you heard Admiral Byrd saying about the 24-hour sunlight, Will?
No.
Change the
so,
topic.
All right, you've been on this subject.
Change
and
the
even
topic.
I would also call Jaron and Austin and everybody else were on this subject, but nobody saw the video of Admiral Byrd from 9 years ago saying that there is a 24-hour daylight there. You have no idea about that?
I didn't know about that. Admiral Byrd was somebody that the Flat Earthers said was on their side, and you guys have been saying how incredible he is. Why did you guys miss that for 10 years?
Maybe it was done purposely now that it's coming out.
That's a hard question to answer.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Maybe it was done purposely. It's all, everything's a conspiracy, right? None of them want Joe to answer. They're trying to run cover for Joe.
Something, you know, you remember what I told you just before that the goal of TFE is not to prove anything about the 24-hour sun, which they don't. They have nothing for this. The objective for those guys is to dismantle, and it's about the shape of the Flat Earth movement. Look at what he's doing. He's coming here, accusing that guy of lying, while we know that he's been lying all along.
I have
the whole TFE is a lie.
All right, so I have a we got it. I have a question for.
So that's what he's doing.
All right, so I have a question. So let's question Will Duffy. Will Duffy is here to prove that everything is legit, right? So the first question for you, because you know we have the opportunity around. So do you know that people from U.S. or any country trying to go to Antarctica needs to inform the U.S. government about them going to Antarctica? Do you have any idea about any such of notification?
It's from 9 months ago. So this is after the trip.
Or any form?
No.
You don't have idea?
No. But by the way, guys, hold on.
Yeah.
Samuel is saying there's no 24-hour sun. So just so I can understand this panel here, what does Joe think? What does Vika think? What does Gene think? What does Keith think?
We have everything on the table. Okay, let's go ahead. Joe, you go ahead. Go ahead first.
It goes to division again. You see?
Yeah, division. It's awesome.
I would say that everybody here understands that any observation made from Earth is a flat Earth observation.
That is pure cult mindset. That the only acceptable conclusion is the one that they pre-selected. That's not objective. That's not science. That's not rational.
So once we have all the data released and everything, and we have time to comb through it, we're going to just have more evidence for our flat Earth.
That's not an answer. Anybody else want to go?
It's not an answer. We all accept that what we observe in the sky, that our floor is still level. We all agree.
Okay, Joe, I didn't ask that. Why do you have to play games? I said, who believes?
The reason why he has to play games is because he knows that he's full of crap. This is so good. Will just manipulates them into just not manipulate. Like he forces them into, you know, facing their own claims, facing their own position.
Believes there's a 24-hour sun on the panel, and who doesn't? Don't change the topic.
You're the one.
All right, next. Who's next?
All the time.
Joe didn't answer. Who's next?
We don't believe nothing here. It's not not on the globe chat here. We understand things. We flat earthers. That means
Samuel, you said I know your position. I know your position. You said there's no 24-hour sun. What does Gene, Keith, and Vika think?
Well, I mean,
go ahead, Gene.
I'll go, guys. Apparently, it seems that there is one, right? Certain times of the year, and I would have to say that it does not tell me the shape of the flat Earth, but it tells me the stationary Earth. That everything is circling above us, and
go back to the pre-selected conclusion every time. Cult. It's a cult.
The ground underneath us is not moving. That's what I get out of this.
But where's the evidence that there is a sun? The 24 hours.
All right. Before we continue, Aloha. Let's keep this formal. Let's keep this formal. Yeah, we got Gene 2. Aloha, your turn.
From the very limited footage we have seen, I believe there is a light that went through the sky that could be explained through Joe's model. Whether it was the actual sun that we know travels from tropic to tropic, no, it wasn't that sun. What it was, I still don't know. I do not believe it's the actual sun circling around a globe at all, because you cannot prove curvature, you cannot prove orbital motion, you can't prove axial motion.
Oh, all right. Remember, I already proved curvature right here. MCToon.net/burden or MCToon.net/curve. And if you want to talk about axial motion, spin, MCToon.net/spin, bunch of measurements of the rotation of the Earth. If you want to talk about the orbit of the Earth, I didn't call it orbit. I got to rename it. It's called Earth around the Sun. Yeah, not a great title for the page, but there it is. Four different measurements of the Earth orbiting the Sun, and there's another one that somebody has been sending me that they're working on a paper. And it's really, really a cool way to do it. It's the type of thing that citizen scientists can do. Really cool. And when it's ready, I'll put it on here. Anyway, 4 different aberrations. And this will go back. 1725. Aberration. Annual Doppler shift. 1848. You got parallax. 1839. And you got the difference in moons, the Jupiter's moon's eclipse time, 1676. These are not recent. They're like, no proof of this. You just need to go and look at these things.
You can't prove a spiral vortexing. So your video shows a light moving through the sky over a flat and stationary Earth. That's what I know.
Checkmate.
All right.
Go home.
All right. My idea, right? I'm open for everything. I understand that this realm is intelligent. So if there is something truth and natural about what happened in Antarctica, right, it's totally explainable. And if there is not, it's also explainable, right? We are not trying to invent anything. For sure, there is already things out.
So unfalsifiable position. That's what he's just described there. It doesn't matter what happens. It's still flat according to him. Unfalsifiable. That is not science.
That these have been said by the ancients, if there's a truth, that there's some refraction happening. So I'm totally open. That's my view, yeah.
Okay, great. So just to make it clear, I'm reading the comments and I'm talking to 5 people. You guys all disagree with each other. About half are saying there's no 24-hour sun. Half of them saying there are, and it can be explained by various...
Oh, by the way, look what I got right there. It was lost. I did not know where it was. I know where it is. I know it was. It was in my laptop bag. I'm like, oh, I need to use. I grabbed it. I'm looking through it. I'm like, oh, it's King Crew's book right there. There it is. I got it. I know where it is now. It's right there. Anyway, just had to say that since King Crew is here.
Things. So just so you guys know, the reason the globe side is so successful is because we're all defending reality, which is one model that works. You guys were divided before TFE. You're even more divided now.
If you're so
right. Now, you know what though, Will, we're going up against at least 500 years of hardcore indoctrination from
evidence. You're going up against 2,500 years of evidence with all of your evidence, which is none. You have none.
The time we're in diapers and until the time you're able to let go of it. So yeah, this is not an easy climb uphill, bro.
But
and we exactly, and we're not a cult. We're not a cult like you guys, because you guys agree to everything because it's a cult.
No. That's the opposite. It's the opposite. When you have evidence, everybody agrees. When you have strong evidence for something, when your position isn't based on evidence, but is instead based on a belief system, Different people will have differing beliefs about that system. This is pure projection. And that's how you know. That's how we know that the Earth is a globe and that the Earth is not flat, because there is agreement. Right? There's multiple different lines of evidence that the Earth is a globe. None for flat Earth. There's multiple different predictions that you can do based on the globe that match observations. None that match flat Earth. None.
If you're so successful, why are you losing? Why is the flat Earth movement growing exponentially?
Exponentially.
Why are you so scared?
You don't know what exponentially means, Joe?
Well, hold on.
Why are you here?
Joe, you made a claim. Back it up. How is the flat Earth movement growing exponentially?
Okay, I will
Oh, dang. He has to now back up his claim with evidence.
get the links that I have that people have sent me of not only polls but other studies, and I'll send them to you. I don't have access to them right here at my fingertips and all this.
So that's fair. I've seen nothing like that. And just so you guys know, this is actually me doing you guys a huge favor. Flat Earth is going to end because of the final experiment.
Yeah,
so you guys have to decide.
You just lied.
You guys have to decide. I can't lie. I'm making a prediction. You guys have to decide.
Let him complete. Let him complete. Yeah, go ahead. Let him complete. Let him
You
go.
guys,
Go ahead,
have
Will.
to, you guys have to decide if you want to stay on a sinking ship or not. Okay, just so you guys know, the Globe side documented made 15 predictions prior to going to both Chile and Antarctica. And all 15, we were right and the flat earthers were wrong. All 15. If you guys think you're going to be able to recruit new flat earthers after this, you're crazy.
Will, do you know that? Will, do you know that you guys have shot in your shot your own foot by doing this TFE, right?
No.
Because the problem, you guys are saying flat Earth is wrong with your experiment, but you're not showing how it's working on a globe. So that would be something to look into.
Oh, what are you talking about? Here's TFE. On my, let's see, on my website, TFE experiments. There you go. So this is showing how it works on the globe. Let's see here. Sunrise and sunset time in azimuth. Here is the prediction right here. Right? This timeanddate.com uses the globe to do the prediction. Here's the specific prediction in Punta Arenas for the sunrise and sunset time. Show you how it's done. Flat Earth prediction. There is none. There is none. No prediction for when the sun will set using flat Earth. Line of sight to Polaris. The globe predicts that it will not be seen because it's south of the equator. There is a flat Earth prediction. Punta Arenas is 53 degrees south. Polaris is 3,105 miles in elevation over the North Pole, according to the measurements I did, which is 9,867 miles due north. Therefore, Polaris must be 16.9 degrees in elevation. See? See how we did that? Star trails, angular width of the sun, globe prediction, right there. How do we know that? Well, we take the distance between the Earth and the sun, 150 million kilometers, but it varies. We know the range. Oh man. Distance between lines of longitude. Here is how you compute it using the globe. Here is how you could compute it using flat Earth. Right? We're showing how you do it. The dip of the horizon. Right? There are websites that show you this for a globe. For flat Earth, well, how do you do it? I had to do it myself because flat earthers can't even do that. Anyway, it goes on and on. Right? So we did all that. They just didn't do their own research.
You have to show how it works on a globe and not how it doesn't work on a flat Earth, right? We have to filter things out. Will.
And Will, it's not going to curve the water that we see that's level all over the place either, bro. Not all of us can go down to Antarctica, but all of us can see the water.
I only see curved water, Gene.
I bet you do.
Hold on here, Will. Please tell us at what scale does the natural physics of a large body of water change from being observably and measurably level on its surface,
no measurements provided,
to displaying convexity on its surface? How
this is pure cult talk here, right? Measurably flat, but no measurements. They don't have any.
big of a body of water do you need for that to happen?
I don't know.
Yeah.
How would I know that?
Well, you've seen it, though. You just said you've seen it. So where did you see that?
You said you saw curved water. Yeah, exactly. We see and observe and measure the water level for at least tens and 20s of miles at a time. If we trust our high altitude cameras, hundreds of miles at a time with zero curvature.
Oh, your high altitude cameras? Well, guess what I have on my website? High altitude cameras. Captain. There you go. Photos of the curve. Right here. Wolfie 6020, 46,000 feet. We got Captain Albert Stevens, 1935. And I think this is at 72,000 feet. There you go. Straight line across, bulging in the middle, and then down to the edge there. Look at that. Look at that. 72,000 feet. Let me verify. Oh, it's a little, I didn't get a high. This isn't a super high resolution. But yeah, 72,000 feet right there. So there it is. Man, sucks to be you guys. I got the receipts there, Flatties.
Yeah. Will, you and I went back and forth.
Will Duffy, question: have you seen the curved water under drugs? Do you take hard drugs?
Seriously, where did you see it, Will?
Hey guys.
Do you use drugs?
Hey guys.
Hold on, guys.
Did you measure it, Will? I'm asking
keep it formal and one by one, guys, please. All right. Go ahead.
Where did you see that, Will?
Okay, just so you guys know, this is important, okay?
He's not going to answer the question.
I'm going to answer the question.
Okay, cool.
You guys do not understand the globe model. That is a fact.
Question: where did you see it?
I'm going to answer.
Don't tell us what we don't understand.
All right, guys.
I know, it's just too big for us to understand.
All right. Will, you answer and we go to the next question. Yeah.
Great. You guys do not understand the globe model. That is a fact. Just Vika saying we haven't demonstrated a 24-hour sun on the globe means he doesn't understand the globe model. There are thousands of videos that show why there's a 24-hour sun on the globe model in Antarctica.
Come on. Will. Come on. Just the animation cartoon is not going to work. You have to show exactly how the sun is rising in the southeast and setting in the southwest on the southern hemisphere, and the same time having on the northern hemisphere the sun. Yeah, just the light is not going to create that 24-hour sun. You have to show us the sunrise and the sunset at the exact locations where you guys were.
Okay.
That is going to really.
Okay,
you get my question.
Let's talk about this. I'm really glad you brought it up. When you are south of the Tropic of Capricorn, where should the sunrise happen with cardinal directions, and where should the sunset happen on a flat Earth map?
It depends on the hemisphere. Right?
I started by saying the Tropic of Capricorn, and there is no hemisphere on a flat Earth map.
Yeah, but already the people were saying that it's in some part it's sunrise from.
Why can't he answer for flat Earth? Why can't the experts, the people that have been flat earthers for all this time, the people that spend their time doing live streams talking about flat Earth, why can't they produce a prediction for flat Earth? Why can't they say, here is what flat Earth predicts for the sun south of the Tropic of Capricorn? Why can't they do that? Because the last thing any flat earther ever wants to do is test flat Earth.
From the southeast and sunset in the southwest, right? So the two directions on a globe needs two suns. On a flat Earth, it's just a reflection or a refraction of.
So Will had just said none of you guys know the globe, and Vika just proved him right.
The dome. So the problem is you guys showing that exact light phenomena of a local sun moving on the Antarctica. If you guys can show that, absolutely, we are open.
He still didn't answer Gene's question. Where did you see that curved water at, Will?
Okay, so this is important, okay? And again, just don't interrupt me. I'm not avoiding the question.
You said you were going to answer the question.
I am.
Where
Just don't interrupt me.
Water. No, you asked other questions without answering Gene's question. So where did you see the curved water, Will? How big of a body was it? How high were you?
You don't remember it was.
You guys do not understand the globe model, which is the first problem.
You've already said that.
But you don't explain it to us. Please explain us.
I'm getting
Yeah, they won't let him talk. This is total dog pile.
interrupted again.
The curved water.
Yeah,
Will.
go ahead. Yeah, you're repeating the same thing. We all have been a glober before. Will, go ahead.
Please explain us.
I'm going to leave the conversation because one, I'm not going to continue with this, but I would like to ask, Will, you've accused me of lying. You said you're going to me that I'm lying. Please provide that evidence so I can defend myself against my accuser, and then I'll be out.
Okay. Hey, Joe, this is important.
You keep saying
you messed up the 24-hour sun at least 20 times. So when did you
I messed up explaining it.
When did you change your mind on which of those demonstrations that was wrong where you said, now I believe there's a 24-hour sun in Antarctica?
I never messed up the demonstration. I messed up explaining it. I've said that over and over and over and over again.
Hey, Vika, let me know if he ever answers the question of where he saw the curved water. I'm out. Love you guys. See ya.
All right.
Will continue to grow. There will be millions more flat earthers in 2025.
Before I leave,
Millions
because I'm about
more.
to leave,
Oh.
is that what you were gonna?
And there, the coward scampered off.
Make me a liar by showing is the 16 or so demonstration?
No. Hey, Joe.
No,
Joe,
I don't know. Answer, Bill. Quit saying, "Hey, Joe."
No, that is not. I answered your question. No. So here's the most important question, Joe. That's super important for me. Again, people contact me and they tell me things. So someone contacted me who said he's really close to you, and he said that smoking pot is really a big part of your life. Is that true or false?
Well, it appears that
come on, a personal thing. Come on, this is nothing to have to do with our personal things and what we do.
I'm testing the validity of this guy's email, and so if he's wrong, then maybe he's lying about the rest.
What are you so scared of, Will? What's your fear? What do you fear so much?
What is Joe scared of in answering this simple question?
What are you so scared of? I don't understand. Why you?
Where did you see the water curve?
Joe wants to answer.
Simple. You should have answered that like 5 minutes ago.
Joe wants to answer.
Sorry?
Can I answer?
So, Joe.
No, smoking pot is not a big part of my life at all.
Is it important to you?
This has nothing to do with the research, guys. Come on.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
I want to know who told you that.
I will release that when I feel comfortable.
Okay.
All right. So Will.
Okay. All right. This is this is pretty funny. So I in the community that Joe is in, smoking pot is not looked upon favorably. So let's see here. Just a second. I want to. And that's why Will is putting some pressure on him about that topic. So
thanks for coming up, man. Good to see you.
All right.
Yo, what's up, Will? How you doing?
So here is a post from Joe Hanvey from 2022. This is you know, I got there you go. I need to adjust it so you can see a little better. There you go. So there's one. There's another. So this is here's another of Joe's posts. So for a guy that's like, it's not important to me. See, this is the thing that's quite interesting about Joe Hanvey. Like, he denied that pot was super important to him. Right? But yet, man, it looks pretty stinking important to him. And other people know how important it is to him because they made him this cake. They got him this cake in 2021 when he turned 40. And oh yeah. So, and then back to this, back to the his claim about the 24-hour sun. Somebody's asking, is it true that people see a 24-hour sun in Antarctica? Can you explain that with the experiment you've done? Joe Hanvey's answer, no, it's not true. This is before TFE. Just had a friend there extremely close to winter solstice, which is when the 24-hour sun would be visible if it does occur in Antarctica. She said that the sun rose and set every day, that the days were long, but it rose and set. She said that even at night, it was very bright there. She was not inside the area where you should see a 24-hour sun. But he very clearly said, no, it's not true. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Anyway, the point of what Will was doing here is Will was showing that Joe Hanvey, and I lost the spot. I accidentally scrubbed it there. That's all right, though. Because that was about it. Will was showing that Joe was lying, basically. In the community that Joe Hanvey is in, smoking pot is not looked upon favorably, and Will was pointing that out. And Joe is saying, "Oh no, I don't think it's important. But if it's not important, why did somebody get you a birthday cake with it on?" Obviously, it's super important to him. It's something that he must talk about an awful lot that people would think to get a birthday cake for him, right? And I'm not making any point about good or bad. I'm saying that Joe claims it wasn't important to him when it very clearly was important to him. So, I see spend 148.59. Okay, thank you. I'll jump to that.
By showing is the 16 or so demonstrations.
No. Hey, Joe.
No,
Joe,
I don't know. Answer, Bill. Quit saying, "Hey, Joe."
No, that is not. That I answered your question. No. So here's the most important question, Joe. That's super important for me. Again, people contact me and they tell me things. So someone contacted me who said he's really close to you, and he said that smoking pot is really a big part of your life. Is that true or false?
Well, it appears that come on, a personal thing. Come on, this is nothing to have to do with our personal things and what we do.
I'm testing the validity of this guy's email, and so if he's wrong, then maybe he's lying about the rest.
What are you so scared of, Will? What's your fear? What do you fear so much?
What is Joe scared of in answering this simple question?
What are you so scared of? I don't understand. Why you?
Where did you see the water?
I love how much they're squirming on Joe's behalf. Look how scared they are.
Sure,
Joe wants to
really
answer.
Simple. You should have answered that like 5 minutes ago.
Joe wants to answer.
Sorry?
Can I answer?
So, Joe.
No, smoking pot is not a big part of my life at all.
Is it important to you?
This has nothing to do with the research, guys. Come on.
Really?
I want to know who told you that.
That's so funny.
I will release that when I feel comfortable.
Okay.
All right. So Will
because I need to know who's spreading lies about me.
Yeah, that's not fair.
His Facebook posts are. It's just his Facebook posts. It's so funny. It's not about the weed. It's about the dishonesty. That's what it's about.
They included a lot of details, Joe.
You tell
about
them
your
it's
life.
somebody close to him, and then you don't tell them the name. That's like going halfway, bro.
Hey, what's up, Iron?
You should at least message them in private.
What's up, Iron? Hey,
just private.
It's good. Thank you, Vika, for having me. Gene, what's good? Sam, what's good? Joe, what's good? Will, I remember you. What's good? All right, Will, you definitely have to answer Joe's question about how he lied, that thing, because he's a little bit annoyed, I could tell. Also, you have to answer that question, how you measured this curvature, where you measured this curvature, because if you're going to make these claims about how we're wrong, then you got to defend it, right? And you have to show us. So we're waiting on that.
Okay,
and
cool.
I won't interrupt you. So
okay. So just to be clear, I rarely call people liars. Rarely. I like to use.
Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
I like to use language. If you go back and listen to the hundreds of hours I've done, I like to use language where I say that's false, because lying means you're talking about their motive. If someone's wrong, that doesn't mean they're lying.
You called me a liar in Pontus Arenas.
I did. Oh,
yes, you did.
Okay, so can you remind me? I'm talking about me calling you a liar today.
So you just said you don't call people liars.
I didn't say that. I said generally I don't call people liars. I say that's false. But when I do call someone a liar, it's because I have evidence that they actually lied.
Then provide the evidence, Will. You keep saying you're going to provide it and you haven't.
Hey, Joe, I'm going to, but I just want you to know, and you know this, and so this is going to be between you and God at this point, but you did not, Joe, shine a flashlight on a plastic dome and say, oh my gosh, there is a 24-hour sun in Antarctica. That's a lie. It's demonstrably a lie. And I'll do you a favor, Joe, right now. If you tell the truth right now, I will not release what I have.
Please release it. Because
that's how you work.
Great. Okay. I will release it.
Okay.
But if you're
who gets to determine when it's okay to lie? Like, you said it's okay to lie, right? According to the Bible?
Gene, yes. Can we talk about this?
I just want to know where you saw the curve, man. I really want to try and get that out before.
So that's another answer. That's another answer you have to make. You have to make for us.
You guys will see. I am not afraid of anything.
Of course not.
Joe,
but you should.
Okay, Gene. Gene,
Yes.
this is super important. This is super important. I want to see if you can be honest and logical, okay?
Yeah.
Did Rahab in the Bible lie to hide the Jewish spies?
I really don't know.
Okay, so then you.
Oh, well, this is what's interesting. Will did a sermon series on this very topic, right? And some flat earthers got a single clip, and they played it, and then they're all like, "Oh, he said it's okay to lie." He didn't say that. He said by reading the Bible, here are the conclusions that you must make. And here Gene obviously didn't watch any of the topic. So the background, there were some spies that were in an area, and they were going to get killed. So they went into a house of Rahab. Rahab hid them. And when the people came, the authorities came, "Hey, are they hiding in your house?" She said, "No." Not all that different from the people in the Netherlands that hid Jews in their attic. And when the authorities came by and said, "Do you have any Jews here?" And they said, "No." Same thing, right? Those were lies. They were. Is it okay to give those lies? Will is saying yes, and I agree. Yes. To save somebody's life for a good reason like that? Yes.
You don't even have a leg to stand on when it comes to the Bible.
No, I'm going on what you said.
Who's Ray in the Bible? I don't understand. It's
I was going on what
one of the most famous stories in the Bible.
Rahab, okay.
We'll speak over each other one by one because people are not going to get what you guys are saying. All right, one by one, please.
So you guys, we've learned about Rahab since we were in Sunday school as little kids. It's one of the most famous stories in the Bible. So Gene, if you're not familiar with this story, I think you actually have a lot more reading to do before we can have the conversation about lying.
Yes, it's true. What you said, Will, is true. You can lie. Even in Judaism, you can lie, but you can lie to who? To degenerates. To degenerates like Sodom people, like, gays and all those people, you're not gay, right? I don't want to, offend you. You're straight, right? So check it out. You can lie to a liar.
Okay, great. So listen, guys,
Only to a liar, not to a community that doesn't lie.
my 4-part sermon series says that it's almost always wrong to lie, but there are rare exceptions, which is why I use the word inherently. So you guys are actually, in a weird way, lying about what I said. I never said it's okay to lie whenever you want. I said there are rare circumstances where it is okay.
Right. That's why I was asking you. I wasn't accusing you of anything. I asked you when it was okay and who gets to determine when.
Right. Like I guess what we're looking for is an example, Gene.
Sure.
Why is he? What is he holding? He's holding something there, and does he look like a leprechaun to anybody?
It's okay to lie when you're protecting the innocent.
Yeah.
So if someone,
that's how Will sees this. Protecting the innocent. Lie is a noble lie. He thinks it's a noble lie, just like Rahab's lie was noble. Okay, he's saying that's equivalent. So basically, lying to protect the globe is okay.
No, the globe is not a person. Okay, so anyway,
okay, okay. McNulty's sober companion says yes, he's yellow. Okay, I'm colorblind, so I don't know. He looks like a leprechaun to me.
So Will, I'm sorry.
You're protecting this from the truth of the flat Earth by lying.
So, okay, all right, Will, I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you. You still have to answer that thing about how you measured this curvature, because we need to learn what it is that you saw, because we don't know how you measured curvature. We're curious.
No problem. So again, please, guys, just don't interrupt me. Just give me a chance here, okay? I forgot your name.
Oh, Vladimir. I'm Vladimir. Call me.
Okay,
Vlad.
cool.
Thanks.
Vlad, do you agree that if you cannot measure something, that doesn't mean it's not curved?
Nah, you're beating around the bush.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Okay, but
can something be curved?
You saw it
again. He asked a question to Vlad, and Gene has to come in and protect him.
And
hold on.
For that answer. Go ahead.
Can something be curved but not measurable?
Like what?
Well, yeah, the Earth's curve is not measurable.
We can't measure.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Vlad.
Like, what would you give us an example of, please?
Sure. So Vlad, do you believe that your cells are curved?
You do know if the cells are curved, right? Human cells or...
The answer is yes. You just say yes. You don't need to qualify it.
Animal cells, if they are curved, you know those things can't be measured, right?
Hold on for a second. You guys are putting me on the spot.
Hold on, yeah.
Okay,
go ahead.
so
I'm curious, so go ahead.
You guys, if you understand how I think, you'll understand how to have a conversation with me, okay? I think logically, so just bear with me. It'll take 2 minutes. So Vlad, you believe your cells are curved, but you can't measure the curvature, okay? So the next logical question is...
We didn't say that. We don't believe we're curved.
Hold on, Vlad. Okay, are you denying that your cells are curved, or are you denying that you don't have the ability to measure them?
I didn't say I didn't say we didn't have the ability. I said what I was saying is I've seen them curved, and I'm sure with that curvature that we see, that they can measure it.
Thank you.
But hold on, let me finish. But what I see, like under a microscope, because we've all used microscopes, right? And we have seen things like cell walls. I'm sure those can be measured. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Right. You just said exactly what I wanted you to say, because you and I agree. Okay.
But
now,
that we agree on that. But
hold on.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna now tie it to the globe.
So I think Will is saying that nobody on the panel here has the ability, has ever measured the curve of a cell. Don't doubt that it's curved. Don't doubt that it's somehow in a some spheroidal kind of shape. But nobody there has ever measured it, and nobody there has the capability to measure it. You'd need some pretty fine measurement tools. That's, I think, his where he's going with that.
You and I don't have the ability right now to measure our cells. We believe they're curved because we've seen pictures of them that are curved, and we can look at them under a microscope and see that they're curved. I cannot measure something tiny, and I cannot measure something massive like the Earth, but I believe it's curved for the same reason you believe cells are. I've seen pictures of the Earth, and I know other people can measure it.
Wait, Will, now
Okay, so, but hold on,
that's
Vlad,
incorrect.
wait a second, Vlad, wait a minute, man.
That's incorrect because
you told me you saw it. I said
yes. I just told you I saw it. I've seen pictures of the Earth. It's curved.
No, that's not it.
Oh, yeah. So, have you seen pictures of cells? Right now, did you that were curved? Well, yeah, that's acceptable then, right? Right. That is an acceptable way to see the curve, right? Of a cell. Well, then this is an acceptable way to see the curve of the Earth. I've seen it with my own eyes right there. I'm looking at it. Right? And this isn't a composite. It's from 1972, Flatties.
Seeing it.
That's a bad analogy. And hold on, that's a bad analogy too. Because the thing is, we can also measure. We can measure the size of cells as well. We can measure.
We can measure the Earth.
Wait. Can I say something?
It measures flat. Will
it measures?
Where's the measurements? Gene, where are these flat measurements?
It measures flat.
Will, I'm going to take you an example. Check it out. I, when I was a kid, I believed in Santa Claus. And one day I saw him. I saw him in a mall. I touched him. Is it true?
You touched a real person.
Yes. I don't know.
Will.
It was Santa Claus.
No, that's not. Will, come on, man.
Guys, one moment, guys. We are getting totally off track with what should be the topic here. The topic is supposed to be the 24-hour sun in Antarctica. And we have Will Duffy here. So why not let's speak about the 24-hour sun? And do you have something to share with us, Will? Because did you see the documentary from Steven Alonso yesterday?
No.
The Gloves on Ice. Did you see that?
No.
Because it's already a good preparation for the hit piece you guys are preparing, right?
Okay.
So we have
Vika.
The hit piece.
Go ahead.
You just said something false. Can I stop you?
Go ahead. What false?
Why are you saying that we are preparing a hit piece?
Yeah, because Jonathan is acting weird.
Okay.
Jonathan, yeah.
You're doing a hit piece because Jonathan is acting weird.
You are funding Jonathan, and Jonathan is pretending to be a flat earther, right? Okay. And he have relation with the Hollywood scene and everything. So it might look like a production.
He's a flat earther.
Right, and he's trying to come and look for flat earth evidence where he can put in there. So if you are funding, so it's a good question right now. If you're funding Jonathan, how come you want to produce a pro flat earth documentary?
Okay, Vika,
what are you?
This is important. You have no evidence that he's a fake flat earther. All the evidence points to that he's a real flat earther. He's been posting about flat earth since 2015. Okay.
I'm not saying he's fake, but it doesn't look genuine. All right. This is what I mean.
That you're saying he's fake. That's what that means. Oh my gosh.
What does a genuine flat earther
means
look like?
It's not 100%. Like, yeah, for sure, having some posts, but he's not that thorough in flat earth because he was there with us on TikTok lives, and we tried to ask him a question, and he was stumbling. Right. He was stumbling a lot.
Okay.
Well, really it's important, bro. You know, because you said.
So guys, don't distract. I want the answer from Will Duffy.
So
why?
The answer.
So what is coming out of Jonathan there, and what is Jonathan doing?
Here is the answer. Flat earthers never. We've proven this. They never have something that they'll accept. Never. If I would have had a glober make the documentary, you guys would say that's not fair. It's a glober. So I had a flat earther make the documentary, and you say he's not a real flat earther. So you guys are not happy with anything.
No. So what is your product coming out, Will? So he's your main producer for all your TFE expedition, or you have another?
Why does the timing matter?
Production apart.
I'm not a filmmaker. He's a Hollywood filmmaker.
But he's the only guy who's gonna be doing the documentary from your part. He's the only guy.
Yeah, he hasn't even started.
Do you really expect us to believe that he just showed? He was there. He was available at the last minute. There was an opening. Oh my God, we got a flat earth document. Oh my God, it just happened so luckily. That's a bunch of crap. It's been planned a long time that he would be there.
Okay, so
any evidence for that, or is it just blind faith belief? Again, like everything in the flat earth cult.
Guys, this is the problem. I'm trying to help you guys. When you make things up that have no evidence, you look like fools.
Yes.
Okay? Instead, ask me where he came from.
You said that he just happened to be in the right place, and it was.
So, Mike, dude, Will says Will needs to get to his point faster. Asking a Flerf a question will only spin the conversation into more chaos. And that's true, but what does it do? It makes them look insane, doesn't it? What's the whole purpose of it? It's not to present evidence to them, because we know they won't accept evidence. They don't accept evidence. They are in a cult.
Last minute
I never said that. I never said that.
I'll find that and I'll show you.
It's very simple. It's very simple. Okay, let me tell the story, and you guys can stop making up these falsehoods. We needed 8 people. We needed 8 people to pay to go to Antarctica in order for me to go for free. Okay, it started at 10. ALE lowered it to 8. We had our 8th person back out, who was a Glober, because of health issues. He's a guy from Australia. He backed out last minute. So I sent a message to the entire group of people going, letting them know of the problem. Mark Herman, who's Candace Owens' director, said, Will, I have a friend who's a flat earther. He's also a filmmaker. You should consider having him go and making a documentary. That is what happened. That's the truth. We have receipts. Stop making stuff up, please.
In the words of Austin Whitsitt, cool story, bro.
Yeah, see, okay.
That's Nathan's quote that Austin picked up, because Austin's Papa Flerf is Nathan.
Hey, whatever. You're crazy, dude. Whoever you are.
So you are giving. So okay, Will. So you are giving Jonathan all clean sheet, whatever he can do, right?
Yes.
That's what it looks like.
Yes, that's it.
So so whatever he puts, you're going to agree with it, even though it fits a pro flat earth documentary.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, here's the problem. I know, now when I say no, I should put that in quotes. I'm confident it will not be a pro flat earth documentary, because again, there were 15 predictions made. The globe was right on all 15. Flat earth got none of them right. Every flat earth prediction was wrong, by the way, everyone.
All right, so we can do one thing, Will. Now, right now you're here. One moment, guys. So we'll do one thing, Will, so that you are here. You are the guy who's funding Jonathan. I spoke to Jonathan very few for a couple of minutes on TikTok a couple of times. I was trying to get him here because he would need proofs of contra argument against what you guys have to give, right? So we would like to have him here and discuss and give our contra arguments. Are you willing to make that happen?
I can.
Why would Will care what you think? You didn't go. You could have gone. You didn't go. You could have made a flat earth prediction. You didn't. You did nothing. Why is your opinion valuable? It's not.
But I can also tell you, in the film world, once they start a film, they work on it sun up to sundown every day. So I don't know if he can do that until afterward.
No, because we have to, like, if you're saying that if we are open, he's not just going to cherry pick what you think to make it look not so good. We would like to give our contra argument to whatever this whole adventure is, so there's a fair play. If you're
Will they be providing the flat earth predictions that we did for the globe? We had globe predictions. Will you be providing flat earth predictions based on the flat earth model? Of course not. Then it doesn't matter.
So fair about truth, why don't you give that fair play and give you that he might.
Oh, the video froze. All right, I'll keep playing it.
Have 5-6 points, on a glober's point of view, we want to give that contra argument. Are you willing to do that, or?
We don't even need that. We're gonna make our own documentary.
Because Jonathan was there and he was trying to, I don't know if it was real or fake, that he was there trying to understand flat earthers' view and this and that, and then he just disappeared.
All of the footage and everything is already done. So the documentary is going to be about the entire trip. It's not going to be about what happened afterwards or before.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So there has to be some moral of the story, right?
Okay. For some reason, this is what I'm getting. It's just a dark screen. Okay. Let me read a couple super chats here. We got Nurkle says has been a member for 31 months. Wow. Says you are awesome. Thank you very much. Mitochondrial Tad says TFE wasn't an experiment because you can't falsify reality. End quote. Is the first reasonable version of that argument I've seen. I suppose. Yeah. Jim Daniels says binoculars and smartphones can magnify stars. I've seen it on the YouTube for real. Of course. Oh. Just, yeah. They still post out of focus stars. Icy Spin has a $1 super chat. You know what that means? That means
ether is an immaterial background medium of pure potential. It cannot be quantified or measured intrinsically.
It makes it not science.
The person making a positive claim has the burden of proof.
That's right. And since you claim the earth is flat, you have the burden of proof. Icy Spin had two $1 super chats. I'll give you an extra one.
They shift the burden of proof, which is a fallacy, and then they attack a straw man model, which is a fallacy.
Thank you, Austin, for telling us what you do. Clems says, I honestly don't believe these people ever left their country. If they had, all these would be non-issues. Yeah, they're so dumb. Alyssum says, Yakult, we're a probiotic drink. What? Is that a probiotic drink called Yakult? Kango44 says, it's so infuriating. Why don't any of these mentally disabled adults just go do a measurement? Well, of course, the reason is they don't know how to measure. They don't have the first idea of how to actually do something precisely. They don't even know, generally, how you would test to see if the Earth was a globe. Because so many of them, they usually have a bubble level in here. I don't have it. Anyway, so many of them, they'll just hold up a spirit level. They'll say, look, that proves it. And I had the guy that was a shaman who lived in Mexico, that guy. What's his name? He's like, when he's talking to FDFE, he's like, airplanes go, bzzz, that guy. What was his name? Anyway, that guy said that a bubble level or spirit level is proof that the Earth is flat. And I said, well, how would it act differently if the Earth were a globe? And he could not answer the question. If you don't know what the prediction would be for the globe, then how can you know that the thing that you're looking at falsifies the globe? You don't actually know. You can't test if you can't actually articulate how it would be tested, how you do the testing. And that's the problem. They don't know how to measure, right? They only ever want to do the couple things that have already been done a few times. And they'll only publish if it supports a pre-selected conclusion. It was not Santos. Crazy that a shaman would be unreliable. Oh, yeah. I forgot his name. Anyway, he blocked me. I'd love to have him on again. He was nuts. Icy Spin says, in case you didn't play yet, we don't have a model. Yes. Okay, I can do that one.
I'm a stupid flat earther, right? And I'm just a loser.
Our model
although not even specifically claimed or defined, is far superior to yours because it's limited and falsified.
We don't have a model.
You don't have a model, but how is it better?
Wow, bro, you just made me look ridiculous.
Yeah, you did. I did. Okay, thank you, IC Spin. Kango44 gave a link to Joe. Yeah, 13. I don't. Hold on. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want to get. That looks funny. Rasta song. Is it copyright? I don't want to get a copyright on it. So, but thank you, Mckangle44. I don't know. I can't play it. Kangle44 says too dumb to be a compulsive liar. Joe Trent. So that clip, I'll put it. I'll put it in the chat then, the people can look at it. There's the song. So all right, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it there. I don't know how much longer it goes. Let me look here. Oh, it goes. It goes for a while. Yeah, more than an hour still of Will on there. I'm gonna cut it there. I got a lot going on. I'm pretty tired right now, and so this week I was hoping to get something Thursday. I won't be able to get anything Thursday out, so next one will be next Tuesday. Try to get a debate. I was thinking about doing trying to I have Restream.io, and I was thinking I would try to restream to TikTok and YouTube, or sorry, Facebook, to try to get some flatties to get a little bit of courage to come in and face me. So anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed the Bev song, and but the one I like the most, I've really enjoyed. Let's see, is it? That's not it. Let's see. It's the Wookiee. The Wookiee. What's his name? Where did I put it? Do I have it in here? I don't have it. Icy Spin has the outro. Okay, hold on. Oh, all right. I'll play that. That's a good one. All right. But I'll cue it up. I'm gonna download. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna do it right. There we go. Man, that Flatty was so confident. Manny K with the multiple master's degrees. Oh, I love it when they do that. They're like, I got so many master's degrees. Like, no, you don't. You don't have any. You didn't go to university. What are you talking about? There we go. Vlad. There we go, Vlad. Send your fluids to the foundry. There it is. There it is. Okay. Perfect. We're all ready. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next Tuesday.
I have a rife machine. You spit inside of it, and you run it inside the computer, and then you can take like a piece of copper wire, and then you can charge it, and then you can put it on whichever part of your body is ailing. You're gonna start to feel like shit because it's killing all this stuff in you, right? And then as this stuff dies, it starts like shitting inside of you. It's strange, but apparently it works really well.
Hey, I'll spit in something and send it to you.
Yeah.
Send your fluids to the foundry, let's blast big clan. Claims a spooky little box, got a miracle plan. No doctor, no science, just wise and sound. Better keep your sample safe, so they send them to the foundry. Foundry. Send them to the foundry. Vlad in the chat, dropping truth so loud. Flat earth theories trying to hype up the crowd. Got a gadget with the name, says it heals on cue. But the only thing it's curing is his broke bank too. Send your fluids to the foundry, the Flat's big clan. Claims a spooky little box, got a miracle plan. No doctor, no science, just wise and sound. Better keep your samples safe, send them to the foundry. Talking energy waves and frequency cures, but it's just pseudoscience with a sales pitch allure. NASA's fake, but his toy's legit. Nah, Vlad's whole routine is a carnival skit. Mail me your saliva, I'll heal you from afar. I'm a wizard with tech, better than a doctor's chart. But truth don't bend to his fantasy spell. It's a con game, dressed up with a spooky name to sell. Send your fluids to the foundry, the Vlad's big clan. Claims a spooky little box, got a miracle plan. No doctor, no science, just wise and sound. Better keep your samples safe, send them to the foundry. So laugh when he preaches that the globe ain't real, and his foundry cures all the secrets they conceal. It's a joke, it's a hustle, the truth's been found. Earth is round, Vlad's just clowning around. Foundry.